Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, on the Avomancia Peninsula. The first thing you will notice is that the sun is round and everything looks just a little bit different. I have got on a texture pack today. If you remember rightly, was it last week or was it, I think it was the week before, I threatened that I would come and have a pop at a few texture packs because it doesn't have to be in default. And for tutorials, I think default is quite important because you need to know what block it is I'm using. But to be honest, when I'm playing in a survival, it doesn't matter what. All we're looking for is something that looks quite good, right? And I'm trying really hard not to fall off the wall. So I think going into a texture pack is absolutely no problem whatsoever. So this one is called Clarity, and it was suggested by a couple of people actually, so I thought I'd give this one a go first. There's another few that I'd like to try certainly, and if you've got any favourites, please do put them in the comments section below. It would be good to hear what you think. So yeah, Clarity, I quite like it. It's a bit weird, it takes some getting used to, but some of the features are quite nice. Let me turn myself around, hold up. If I jump down, I mean, for a start, look, the trapdoors actually look quite trapdoory. They've tried to get some kind of circle on the wood, which is quite nice. The wool is, I suppose it's more of a woolly texture, I'll agree with that. Certainly the stone looks much more textured. It's a 32 bit, so it's not massively textured, but it's 32. And I'm going to look for a peek through the window. And yeah, look, oh, what's that in there? Get in. I like the doors. Doors are quite cool. Look, the chests. The chests are cool. I like the chests. They're quite good. Okay, it's grown on me. It's grown on me quite nicely. Why has that done that? That torch has got a little doodah at the bottom of it. That's quite nice. I like the way the glowstone is encased in those two. Ladders have got a little bit more texture. All in all, it's actually quite nice. I don't dislike it at all. And it does make the dock look that little bit more, dare I say, docky. Already dead. Sorry, you can't stop me. It's already done. So it's quite nice. I'm quite keen to see what's going on underneath there, but I haven't got any night potions or anything like that, so I can't. Not a lot of point in me diving in because I won't be able to see anything. But if we look at the towers actually look taller. I know they're not, but they look quite tall as a result of me putting this texture pack on. I had a comment from Angel Ripple, and he said that it looked a little bit weird that this stone thing is down here. And I've got to be honest with you, Angel, I've been thinking that for the last couple of episodes, thinking that's not quite right. And my feeling at the moment is that it should probably stop here and this should become more docks. I'm probably going to change that imminently. Maybe in this episode, maybe in a future episode, but ultimately I am going to change it. But what I want to do today is did I go past the doors? I did look, because the doors look different. I didn't realise I'd gone past them. Oh, this looks cool and fancy. Ooh, look. Very nice. But, hang on, I'm just looking at all this stuff. I've not really looked around with this on at all. I should have done, shouldn't I, before I did it. So these are all the little bits and... What's that, lapis? How cool. Right, so anyway, get on with it, man, for goodness sake. What I want to get is a load of different stone. Because what I'm going to be doing, it's going to be primarily cobble, I suspect. We got any? That's cracked. So therefore I'll need that. Get rid of that, you don't want that, do you? That. There. Boom. Oh, it's glass. I thought there was nothing in it. Oh, that could be quite interesting. Glass is completely see-through. I wonder if it's got edges on this texture pack. That could be quite scary in the Nether Hub on AlphaCraft if it hasn't. Right, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to create... Hello, doggy. I'm just looking around what the rest of the peninsula looks like at the minute. I'm going to start building up a protective wall around the peninsula to try and avoid having to defend too much when 1.14 comes on, because I'm planning to go to 1.14 fairly quickly, I reckon, and that will mean that I'll probably be doing it. I reckon it's going to be out in the next month or two, so it's something that needs to be done fairly sharpish. Where's cobblestone? Let's get some cobblestone. So I want to decide where I'm going to put this wall, and I think the iron farm is going to be inside, and I actually am beginning to think that the mushrooms, they're quite cool. I begin to think that this portal is probably a good place to start the wall. So like the wall would be here on this row of blocks here. So if I get rid of that and that, the wall would be here. Do I want it there? Or do I want it indented one with those? Yeah, I do. I want it indented one. But that means losing that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I am actually gonna put it there, and I'll worry about whether or not it's indented a little later on. So see, I'm gonna build up this wall, which means I may need to chop down a couple of trees, isn't it? Let's get rid of this tree. So that's no longer in my way, and this one as well. And that's going to go right across to the sea and out into the sea, because obviously any good defensive wall goes into the sea. There's no point in just having it kind of like, well, go into the beach, because all they do is they paddle and they get around it, the baddies, don't they? So yeah, I'm doing something, and as a result, concentration ensues, and I don't actually say anything. So yeah, so you can see the plan. Oh, let's get rid of this one as well. So I'm going to start building up this wall a little bit, and we're going to see how we get on. I have got people to put into the Make Space and the Hall of Heroes to date as well. Very excited. I'm looking forward to that. Will it be you? Well, I don't know. I don't know who's watching. I may have set the bar quite high, because I am now thinking, are you completely mad? Now, I know I don't have to build a wall out into the water all the way around, he says, but having to build a wall the size of which I'm trying to build is actually going to be a bit colossal. And what I want to do is, I don't just want to build a straight line. I want to build it so as it's got, you know, a bit of a, I don't know, is it like a watchtower type effort on the end. So I'm just going to put this up 3 above the water, which I think is probably enough for this bit. I'm going to run out of coal so quick, aren't I? It's frightening. I might have to go digging to get some. Let's just collect these bits up. So that's sort of how it's going to go and how it's going to come out. And they'd have to go into the water, the raiders, which puts them into, I don't know, a precarious situation a little bit, doesn't it? Makes it harder for them to be able to get hold of me, frankly. And come around, and then I can take them out with my bow, and that's basically the idea. And as a result of this being in the way, I'll be able to take them out with my bow. But obviously, if I'm just walking along the top of this wall like this, that makes me quite open to attack, to say the least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, I think, what I don't want to do is I don't want to spoil the view too much, but similarly, we need to have some protection. So I'm going to use this as the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come out. No, that's going to be too big, isn't it? Surely that's going to be too big. How big do we want to make this? I'm actually not entirely sure how big we want to make it, but let's try 3. How big should I make this tower? I decided to go simple. It's a terminal tower, so it's fairly big, and we've got it so it's 7 across. So I'm just going to take out these middle ones, because I've decided that I don't actually want those, because we're building a tower that's going to go, you know, quite deep, I would have said. Thank goodness for Aqua Affinity, otherwise this would take me forever. Digging down a little bit. Right, so I reckon that'll do for now. So let's just shove. Oh, it's like I'm being creative, isn't it? Floating in the water. Right, so let's create this tower so as it goes down. I'm sure I heard a gurgle. I am sure I just heard a gurgle. No one needs a gurgle in their lives right now. Right, so I'm gonna... Where are you? I can't even... I'm such a coward. Oh my goodness. That's just appalling. Right, I come around here. I'm not going to jump this time, which is probably the time it comes and bites my face off. But there you go. Come this way. There it is. They're going to turn into drowned at any minute, aren't they? So let's kill them before they do. The zombies look a little bit odd, don't they? There you go. He's drowned. And now they can swim at me. Where's he gone? Don't you start me. Yeah, I'm coming for you. See, I've got a sword, and all you've got is saggy skin. So I'm going to win almost every time, except on AlphaCraft. But then he did have a trident, so I suppose I can be forgiven. Breathe, man, breathe. And dive. We are at the bottom, and I use sand. How much? So it's only like, what, nearly 3 stones. I can't even talk. Only 3 piles of sand, which wasn't too bad. I've run out. Don't tell me I've run out of that already. So it wasn't too bad, and I've got stone brick for the floor. But of course, this is all very... What would you call that? Cobblestoney? That's not my bag at all, is it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some stone, and I'm going to get some stone brick, and I'm going to get some mossy stone brick, which I've got, and we are going to... How am I going to tower up? Let's use sand, shall we? Might as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 1 sand there. I'm then going to put 1 stone bricks there, and then I'm going to tower up with sand, and then I'm going to kind of drop down. I've got my elytra on so I can do it safely. I'm going to drop down, and then once I take out... Well, I'm going to drop down with some kind of being able to get back down again as we go up, obviously. And as a result of that, I'll then be able to get rid of all the sand in one go by knocking out and putting a torch. It will make sense. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. He says with a laugh. But we're not happy. Where's that stone gone? There we go. I don't need my bow at the moment. So we're not happy with all this malarkey, are we? So what we're going to do is we're going to flood ourselves out, and we're going to replace some of these with some other stones like that. Oh, except of course I can't reach that one, can I? Can I reach it if I do that? Yes, I can. Probably not loads and loads, but just enough. Well, that's going to take the torch out, obviously. So you see what I mean? I don't know if I like this texture pack. I might have to go back into default because it's doing my head in. It's genuinely doing my head in. Because I'm not used to it. I think it's a lovely texture pack, but I think I'm just probably not used to it. Don't fill it with sand, man. Fill it with that. Look, can you see the difference? It doesn't work quite so well, does it? Stone against cobble. I'm not such a fan. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with this, and as I go up, I'm going to build like kind of stairs or whatever to be able to go up, and when we'll get to the gate there, I'll be back in a bit. So we've got one fully cobble wall that I'm not done anything with yet, but I do need to, and the tower, which has now been textured. Well, I've got to be honest, I've not textured that bit very well there, have I? It's there. Let's take that out and that. Does that look any better? Slightly happier with that one. Right, so if I come up to the top of this, you can see we've got sand all the way down. If I run down the spiral stairs to the bottom, come on, you dizzy yet? Yeah, you must be. Dig that out. That block is holding it all up. Pop that there. Dig that out. And there it goes. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, but you may have noticed I have changed the texture pack. I didn't mean to say. It was just too much. So I've now got Faithful on, which is okay. It's a little bit better. I'm still not convinced though. I've got to be honest. I'm still not 100%. I think I might be a default player. I don't know. But I'm just going to tower this up the middle. Oh, I don't know when I last slept. Does that surprise any of you? Oh, I don't know when I last slept. When did I last sleep? Well, if I get attacked, then I'll know that it was not very recently. So what we're going to do is we are going to build up one high on here. Anywhere there is a not cobble block, plus also some cobble blocks. We're going to go... I've actually accidentally done it a bit like a castle there, haven't I? Right, so if I put that there, that there, that there, that there, this might look too even. I might not be happy. We shall see. There we go. So that gives us, affords us some level of protection from anything that is coming from over there. And we can jump up and kill them a lot. So that is one tower. I do want to come down and see how that looks. Let's come along here. It looks boring. I need to do something to it. It looks dull. What can I do to it? It just looks like an up and down tower. I'm going to have to put some stuff on. It's no good. Have I got any steps? I need cobble steps. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some stone brick steps. I'm going to make a... I'm going to come out, it doesn't have to all be stone brick, some of it could be cobble, we can make that interesting, couldn't we? So if I shift click, come around and put some cobble, like there, and there. You see what I'm doing here? And if I could do that, then that will allow me to bring it out, just make it look like it's got a little bit more vavavoom. So I'm going to carry on doing this, and I'll see you when I've made it a bit more vavavoomy. So we've finished our little turret. I was calling it a tower. It's not really a tower, it's more of a turret, the kind of turret that you get at the end of a defensive wall. And it looks much better now with these crenellations. It's just steps going sideways, but I think it works quite well. All the way down, we've got torches, and they're kind of at opposite sides like that, so you can see they go down and down all the way down. So that makes it all light in here, so nowhere in here is spawnable, which is what I'm after. I don't know what I'm going to do down there. If anything, I might make it like a little secret entrance into the sea or something like that. I don't know, not decided, but I'll do something with it. But I think that's come out all right. So what I need to do is I need to continue the wall up to kind of cut off the peninsula a little bit like Hadrian's Wall. So if I just come up to the top there. So the idea being, look, you get your twangy bow and you jump up and you go, oh, you're an enemy, aren't you, yellow flower? I'm going to shoot you. Bang. And then you're going to pop back down in case the yellow flower shoots you back, because this is for cowards, off of cowards. But I think it works quite well. I'm quite happy. And it looks good. And everyone is smiling, aren't you? Say yes, Avo. And now we're going to walk along the wall, and we basically have to extend this wall so as it cuts off about a third of a circle, I reckon, approximately. I had to do some shooting last night. It's come down. I decided to go for some pot shots last night and took out a load of bits and pieces. I'll tell you what, that wasn't a bad shot. I very nearly hit that flower. How far away was I from that distance? Yeah, that's not too shabby. That's the bullseye in my eyes, that one. Right, let's just pick these bits up as well. There we go. Right, so now I think I might get rid of this, you know. It just doesn't look right. It's just pokey upping. Let's get rid of it. It offends mine eyes. Come up here. Now, obviously, the mobs can get on this wall at the moment. The wall must always be a minimum of 2 high above. What was that noise? A minimum of 2 high above the ground. So that's good that way. This is obviously too high here. I think I might need to get rid of this tree. The trees are in the way. There we go. So that tree's going to rot down and be out of my way, because I'm going to need to do something. I'm not just going to have a cobblestone, massive cobblestone slab. That won't do at all. So I'm going to need to increase. Where's my cobble? Oh, I've not got a lot of cobble left. I have to go and get some more cobble. I'm going to increase the cobblestone wall here. I'm going to bring it along. It has to increase again there. Then again there. Right, now because that's too high above that, that doesn't have to get any bigger. So that's all right. Okay, right, so I now need to go get a load more cobble. Make sure that this, let's just get rid of that and that and that. Just try and maintain as clear a path as I possibly can. Right, more cobble, and I'm going to build this wall up. Well, the inevitable happened. I ran out of cobblestone. So I've had to come down a hole that I've just just built past, just to collect a load of stone, because I've got none, literally. So see that 28 cobble in my bar there? That's it. That's the sum total of my wealth of cobblestone, because I've just basically used it all up on a blooming great big long wall, and I ain't got any left. So I'm just going to dig for a bit, try and get myself some cobblestone back. I'm obviously going to have to go cobblestoning, because that won't do at all, not having cobblestone. How can you not have any cobblestone at this stage of a survival game? That's just beyond the pale, that is. Right, so I'm just going to keep digging, and I guess I'll be back when I've pretty much there. I am nearly done. I got quite a lot of cobble, and I've used most of it. But we are nearly done. I think I'm just going to build that right across there, actually. It doesn't matter if it's too big. And once I am done, 1, 2, 3, there we go. There we go. That's much better. If I come up, I'm going to have to get rid of this tree as well. Look, oh, I really am nearly done. I wasn't looking up then. You snuck up on me, Mr. Wall. Where'd that come from? And I'm at the wall. Goodness me. That actually came up and surprised me then. I wasn't ready for it. I'm just going to get rid of this tree as well. I've had to get rid of quite a number of trees because they're simply just too close to the wall. We don't want any trees actually physically touching the wall. The raiders could climb up them. They can't climb trees. Don't worry. 114, they can't climb trees. And apart from anything, I'm actually on the good guys' side of the wall at the moment, not the bad guys. So you can see this wall goes quite a long way. All the way. No wonder I ran out of cobble. Look at it. It's miles. And that is going to act as a great little defence, actually. Oh, except you fall over. Let's chop away this tree as well. There you go. It's not that I run out of wood or anything. I'm just chopping the trees because I can. And that comes all the way over here. And it goes across this bit because I'm going to ship the villagers in eventually. Otherwise that's going to get raided. And I need to tidy all of this up. Let's get rid of this tree too. So I think that's a job fairly well done. The wall is, appallingly dull looking, but we're going to fix that. It's Mace Base and Hall of Heroes time now, and I'm going to get this mate space done. Very excited to put this person in the mate space because they've been around for ages. They are often one of the first, if they're not first, people to comment on most of these videos, and frankly, this is way overdue. We are episode 72, goodness me, and it's the last podium. Blimey. Well, no prizes for guessing what we're going to be doing next week then. Here we go. So, episode 72. Okay, this person's been around for a while. You are a star. Thank you very much, Benjamin. Have I spelt your name right? Yes, I have. Benjamin Harmon. You are really, really welcome into the Mate Space. You are episode 72's member of the Mate Space, and in honour, I'm going to light a candle, well, it's netherrack actually, next to you to celebrate your entry into the Mate Space. That's enough of that because it'll only get set fire to the place and I don't want that to happen. But that was in honour of you, Benjamin. Thank you so, so much. We have got exciting stuff coming in the Hall of Heroes. I am properly buzzing about what we're going to be doing in here. I literally do not know which way to go. Should I go this way? Should I go this way? I've got so much to talk about in here. Oh my God, it's gone mental. Completely mental. Right, let's start with the members. We've got 2 new leather-clad members. Tyler, you're back. Hello, Tyler. It's good to see you again. Tyler Souza, welcome. And it's really good to have you back, mate. And Matthew Kraus. Matthew, thank you so much for taking the decision to become a member of the channel. It is hugely, hugely great of you. And I'm overwhelmed that both you and Tyler have decided to join us. And it's starting to fill up. Lots of leather. I'm sure some of you will enjoy that. Let's go across to the Hall of Patrons, because there's stuff to talk about in here first as well. Right, so look, we got some more cobbly bubblies. Roxy Pepper, Roxy, thank you so much. It's been lovely to chat, and I'm really very grateful that you've taken a decision to become a Cobble member. It's massively awesome of you, so thank you so much. Really looking forward to responding to all the comments on the videos. Daisy Freeman, you too, thank you so much for becoming a Cobblestone member. It means such a very, very lot, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know you better. And Samuel Feltman, Samuel, really great to have you in this Iron Can right at the end there, mate. Hopefully you'll have some friends on the other side with a bit of luck. But Samuel, you are a star. Thank you so much for joining the Cobble ranks. It is good to have you on board, my friend. Also, coming down here, just say, I've put you here, Paul. Paul has also joined the Cobblestone ranks because he wanted to be part of this big Iron Can. So if you remember Paul downstairs in the Redstone patron section, he's also now here in the Cobblestone patron section, and he is in the members. This guy is going for a full house. Paul, thank you so much. You're an absolute amazing star. Let's go down to the Redstone section. Going down the stairs. Right, so look, hey, what? Ooh, wow, what? Hey, yes, we've got more. So Stephanie was the last person to join us in the last episode. Glenn Neeson. Glenn has upgraded himself from the Cobblestone ranks upstairs and is now a Redstone patron. Glenn, where you used to stand upstairs in Cobble, that is where we have put Paul. So Glenn, thank you for upgrading. It's amazing to have you down here. Lining up with all these awesome people. I'm hugely grateful. We've also got on the other side, we've got Matthew Krause. Yes, this is exactly the same Matthew Krause, at least I believe it must be. That would be a big coincidence. Who has joined us as a member. So Matthew, thank you so much for joining us as a member. Yeah, well, thank you for joining us as a member, definitely. But thank you so much for joining us as a Redstone patron as well. You're a star. And Flash Rabbit, I know you are Flash Rabbit. If you'd rather have Flash Rabbit or your actual name, do let me know and I will give it a change. And whether or not you want your actual name and the other associated name as well, just between you and me. I'm tapping my nose, although you can't see it. Thank you so much. You're an absolute star. It's wonderful to have you down here in the Hall of Heroes. And we've got just one more thing down here. Yes. Are you ready? He did it. He did the full boat, Paul. I don't know what to say, mate. You are an absolute diamond, literally. Paul was originally a diamond patron. Then he went to become a Redstone patron. And now he is basically, he's a member. He's a Cobble patron. He's a Redstone patron. And he's a diamond patron. And yes, he's awesome. I don't know what to say, Paul. You're an absolute star. It's not often I'm speechless, but you have achieved it. There will be many people in the world who would like to know how you manage that. Believe me. Paul, amazing to have you in the lineup. He is canning everywhere. This man's a legend. Right, so we do have one more thing to do. And again, now, you've already been told about this. I know you have, because I've told you and other people have told you, and by the time you watch this, there may even be some more content out. But we have some more peeps in the Hall of Alphas. Yes, we do. Look, we've slightly had to rearrange the way it looks. But, so we're going to go to this side first. These are in no particular order. Alpha McGregor. Yeah, so the last people were K1 Inc. Is it K1 Inc. or is it Clink? I'm actually confused because Foex called you Clink, and I've always said you were K1 Inc. So do tell me, mate. I've known you for long enough. I should know how to say your name. And Dramer, obviously there. Oh, can't look there too long. We've got McGregor. It is brilliant to have you on board, mate. So looking forward to your first episodes. It's going to be superb. Louis Dupuy. Louis, we've been friends on Twitter for ages. I've known Louis a while, and his schedule has very recently opened up, and he's an awesome builder. It'd be great to have him on board. I'm looking forward to see what he does. And over this side, we've also got Sea Love with his big iron helmet. Sea Love, it is brilliant to have you on board, mate. Next to me, what a team. What a team. I am so happy about this. This is going to be absolutely awesome. There's 14 of us in this room now, which is completely mental. Now that is the end of the episode. Now what you do need to know is I'm not going to be recording for, let's say, 2 weeks. Next week there will be an Avomancia, absolutely, but I'm recording it literally as I stopped recording this one. So there's not going to be any progress in the Hall of Heroes. And so anything new that happens between now and, you know, the next 2 weeks, you're not going to know about it. The week afterwards, there won't be an Avomancia. I will try and put something else on that day that I can pre-record, but there won't be an Avomancia, and then Avomancia will come back hopefully the week after. Hope that makes sense, but as you go through the days, you will know. It's because I'm having a little break. Yes, because Avo's exhausted. Never mind. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, what a video. What a massive story going on in here. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you're enjoying them, and I will keep on making them. And also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see it in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.